Welcome back. How are you all doing? Happy New Year. I am Professor Tommy, and I'm a little rusty at this, but I'm back with my friend, Professor Ashley, and we are journeying together today on our Pokemon quest once again in our podcast and to continue to deliver to you exciting news, events, happenings in the Pokemon community. So buckle on and welcome to the ride, right? We had a good couple weeks off, get to celebrate the New Year, Christmas, all the holidays in between, and then come back to you now fresh, rejuvenated, ready to continue this podcast journey. So really excited to do that. We ended the year with an awesome episode. Once again, thanks a lot to our interview guest there, Jesper Erickson. We had a lot of great conversation with him, and then we still got a lot of feedback from you all from that episode as well, so really do appreciate that, you all tuning in, listening, watching it, and enjoying our first ever video podcast as well. So Ashley, do we have some comments from those videos that we want to share?
We do. We actually had a lot of comments, so thank you guys for sharing those. Let's see. Let's go down. All right. So the first one we had from Griffin292. They said, "Great episode, professors. Thank you. That was a really fun episode to record. So I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it." The next one came from Panda of Trash 7806. "Great show, guys. Glad I found it. Really cool you guys got Jesper as a guest. Can't wait for the next one." Thank you again. All right. The next one was Mike Starbuck KP9KU. "Found the podcast. I enjoyed playing with y'all." We also enjoy playing with you guys as well. So I'm
100%.
glad that you found the podcast. The next one came from Super Kami Guru 5930, and they said, "This is the first video I watch LFG," and then Tommy, what it was, Simper
5.
Yeah, Simper 5.
Semper Fi. Yeah. Always faithful. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that for finding us, watching. Appreciate you, my Marine Corps brethren, finding me out there no matter what. Yes, we have nerds in the Marine Corps community as well. So appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in and listening.
All right. So we also gained a few new subscribers. So everybody that is new to the channel, thank you. We really appreciate your support. I can't believe how many comments we got on this stuff. So I'm just going to we have a few more, so I'll just keep reading them. All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
The next one is Stephanie Ross 4405. "What an awesome interview. I've loved Pokemon ever since I was a kid, but this really helped me understand the dynamics of the actual game a little bit more. I appreciate that. Keep up the good work." So that was an awesome comment. Thank you for the appreciation, and we're glad that you enjoyed it. All right,
that's the whole goal of this, to make sure you guys enjoy what we're talking about. That's why we really want you guys engaged, telling us what you guys want us to talk about next, or look forward to on the next episode and things like that. So these are awesome that we got so many here.
Mm-hmm. And if you guys learn even just one little thing, that's a win in our book.
100%.
All right, so the next one made me giggle. And whenever I first read this, I had to send it to Tommy. So the next one was from Heavenly Cure 5581. Said, "We'll make sure they have something intelligent to say. Insane shade thrown at your kid."
Now, hold on, wait a minute. I wasn't throwing any shade at my kids. Like I just know they'll get a little excited. They'll think that they're big time YouTube influencers and stars being on an episode with us. So I just gotta make sure I bring the reality, like, hey, look, like there's 15 people listening to you. So, so don't get too overwhelmed. Don't think that you're gonna be able to just live your life off of the YouTube fame. But no, definitely gonna have them on. I think it'd be really cool to get their perspective as well as how they how they enjoy the game, why they do, how, and especially competing. Because not only competing, but competing as at an early age. Like we heard Jesper's kind of journey that he competed. He started like, when he was fresh, as he could at 6 years old, competing that whole time. So kind of get that perspective of the game and how competition goes now at a senior level, and then how it looks going forward, right? And like kind of like, okay, I know I have to jump to the Masters sometime soon. So I think we'll have a lot of good conversations at that when we do that episode. So looking forward to it.
Yep. I think it will be awesome to have some kiddos on here to get their perspective as well. All right. So the next few. So I think because the same person commented like 3 times, I'm just gonna read them all at the same time. So Shogun of Harlem 7 commented. Next one was Love You, Tommy. So, Tommy, you've got a fan out there. And said, hey. What up?
Well, I appreciate that. Definitely. Hey, love you guys too out there. Appreciate all the support you guys give us. I know we mentioned it before in the past. It's hard to do this and like not know like if anybody's listening, anybody's liking what we're doing and things like that. But you guys have definitely reached out, let us know that you do like what we're doing. So appreciate that so much. So yeah, I love it all. So let's keep doing it.
Yep. So that closed out all of the comments from our YouTube video, and this happened to be the one that we got the most views on and the most likes on. So thank you guys. I think you guys enjoyed not only the interview, but hopefully you enjoyed that it was our very first video podcast. So maybe that made a difference too. Maybe they just wanted to see our faces.
Maybe so.
Put a face to the voice.
Yeah, there you go. Right. And also, speaking about how our podcast has been doing lately, and I definitely want to share this with you all as well, that we did our Spotify Wrapped kind of like news thing. So I mean, if you are a if you're a Spotify subscriber, you probably get this like wrapped montage of your year, kind of like who you listen to and things like that, and what was so great about your listening experience during that year. Well, as podcast creators, we get one of our own, and they actually let us know kind of how do things shake out with like our viewers and comparing us to other podcast listeners. So I'll share with you guys right now that there's a couple different ones that we got. We had 2025 fan fave, 2025 instant hit show, and a 2025 talked about show. So that's based off of all your guys' views, comments, subscribing to us, putting us on your list to listen to, and sharing those. So I was really blown away by that, and that those statistics we got back, because numbers don't lie. So appreciate that so much. Thank you for making us a fan favorite in 2025. It's cool to see that we're an instant hit show. It makes us feel good, and we're also being talked about. So definitely share that with your community, with your friends. Let us know what we're doing right, and let other people know if they're interested in Pokemon with all the different types of games. That's kind of like our focus as we move on, is to kind of give a spotlight to every single game, not just TCG. TCG is the one that we know is near and dear to our hearts. So definitely we're going to be talking about that a lot, but we're also going to jump into Pokemon GO, jump into the VG as me and Ashley both explore both those games, and then just whatever you guys want to talk about too with Pokemon. So I really appreciate all that feedback, all that great news and feedback at the end of the year. So appreciate that so much. And if you want to hear your comments being read on our show, or give us your thoughts and insights on what you think we should kind of touch on next, or maybe who we should talk to next, feel free to reach out to us. If you're feeling old-fashioned and you want to get to us one-on-one, email us at tmtalkpodcast@gmail.com. We appreciate it. Look forward to reading those emails. And of course, you can find us on Spotify, YouTube, and Amazon Music for the podcast. As you've already been hearing, you can comment on our YouTube videos. You can comment on our Spotify. And then if you want to reach us on social media, we're on X and on YouTube at TM Talk Podcast. So looking forward to connecting with you all out there and hearing what you all have to say. So appreciate it so much. It's amazing. It's cool. I like it. And it's fun to kind of go into the new year with this and see how far we can go with it. So appreciate it so much. So without further ado, let's find out. Let's check in with each other real quick. So, Ashley, how was your time off since the last time I talked to you, and what you been up to? And it's been a year.
I haven't seen you since last year. Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
It hasn't been too bad. We did most of our Christmas stuff the night before because my mom was going on a cruise. And she's supposed to be getting back tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. But Christmas went well. I got to spend a lot of time with my family. And then everybody had fun with the games that I came up with. I did a bunch of different Christmas games. We usually do like a saran wrap ball most of the time and some other things, but since I was given the torch this year, I chose to do some different ones. So I called one gift card gaggle, which was basically like musical chairs with a gift card. That was pretty fun. And then we did one where we had to take a spatula and you had to be blindfolded and you had to try and get these gift wrap bows into a bowl and see who could get the most in there. I got to tell you that I am terrible at it. I was the very last one. So at this point, I wasn't planning on playing. I was just letting everybody else play. And I only got just a couple in there. It was terrible. But they were fun. We also played one where you take the marshmallows and then you try and stack them up into a snowman. So you had to stack 3 of them up, and whoever got the most snowman won. And they had a very difficult time with that because the marshmallows, they were all like squished in the bag. And so if you try to stack them, they weren't like stacking correctly, and you kind of had to like move them and physics, and it was a whole big thing. But I think they had fun with it. So we had a lot of fun. Then I started out the very first of the year. My New Year's Day, my car broke down. So I've been having to deal with that the last couple of days, but I'm just trying to keep a positive attitude about it. And hopefully I will get it fixed. If not, then I guess it's time to get a new car.
Yeah, see, there you go. Like starting off you get all the bad stuff out of the way for the year at the very beginning. You know, first of the year, and then that way all the good stuff can happen for the rest of the 355 days you got left. So
exactly. I'm just gonna sweep out all the bad stuff.
There you go. There you go. That's good. Well,
so how's yours going?
It's been going pretty good, and that sounds like a pretty fun Christmas. It reminds me, our family, when we used to live back home, we did a Cinco de Julio event. So after the 4th of July, we'd all get together on the 5th, and we do like minute to win it games. So that's what it reminded me of when you're talking about your Christmas games and stuff like that, where we had teams and we'd all compete against each other. And there was actually a trophy at one point. Like a plaque, and you put your name on it and what year you won. And it's been a while since we did that, but I want to bring it back. I'm gonna get, maybe I'll get like a WWE title belt,
the belt.
All that kind of cool stuff, and bring it back with my family and stuff like that, because it's fun times. It's fun to do those kind of games that you just kind of, you put yourself in those situations like, okay, how do I do this? How do I get this done? And just seeing how different people in your family think about different ways or try to solve different solutions. It's always a good time, right? But my time was pretty good. I have been busy a lot at work. I think I was telling you earlier, this weekend has been the first weekend in like a month that I didn't have to like log in for the weekend and log into my work to do something during that time. So I took time off where I could, as far as in like, a couple hours here, a couple hours there. Of course, spent Christmas morning with my family. They got to open all their presents and, just share that time together with them. And it was great to hear that my kids, they're like, this is the best Christmas ever. So I was like, well, hopefully it's not because I wasn't around the whole Christmas, but hopefully it was because they were excited with their gifts, which I think they were. They did pretty well. And then, just taking a couple hours between stuff I had to do and things like that. And then my youngest, who's 10 months old now, is in her like I love daddy and only daddy phase. So every time I'm around and she's awake, she's like, nope, I don't care, mom or whoever you are. Like I want to be with dad. So a lot of time I spent with my youngest, which has been really cool because I wasn't really around that often for my older girls because I was in the Marine Corps, as one of our listeners commented on the last channel last episode with. So it was cool to kind of like get that experience now with her with that. So doing that, New Year's, we took it really chill and relaxed and just kind of played some board games together as family. 'Cause every year we get board games as gifts for the family, and then we play those on New Year's and stuff like that. And then I'm just trying to do that a little bit more often this year. One of the resolutions I have is just spend more of that time together as my kids grow older. They get older every year, and I'm like,
They grow up so fast, it's
they grow up
ridiculous.
so fast. I'm like, where is this time going and stuff? So,
Like, I don't
uh,
even have my own kids, but because I worked at a daycare for so long, like, I'm watching some of these kids that I took care of, and they're all like out of high school and starting to have kids of their own. And I'm like, this feels so weird because I don't feel old, but it makes it seem old. So I'm kind of like in this weird limbo. But yeah, they grow up fast.
oh yeah, trust me. No matter how old you get, well, at least I don't feel old. Like I'm not that old, but I'm 40. I'm like, holy crap! Like I used to think people who are 40 were like ancient. I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? And now I'm like, wait, I just turned 40. Like, what the heck? Maybe my back hurts a little bit more, but other than that, I feel young at heart. That's why I wear all my screen tees to keep me young. Um, but yeah, no, I had a good time with all that. And then just kids were off this time for school, so they're looking to go back here next week. So they have one more week to kind of play hooky a little bit and help us around the house. So we'll see how much more they'll do that. But yeah, had a good time all in all. And we also, during this time of this break, we actually even did a couple things for the league. We did a cup for our league right before the Christmas time. It was cool. I was judging as well as our other professor, Danny, who was our first interview guest. So if you haven't listened to the episode, go ahead and go back and listen to that one, so you can get an insight on Danny and who he is and what his thoughts are on the game. But uh, it was a great turnout because we had our challenge the week before, and we had people came out, like our usual regular people came out, but it wasn't as big as I thought it was going to be because of our previous tournaments. Ashley had the biggest turnout so far, so I was thinking like, okay, Ashley's pulling in all the people. I don't know what she's doing. She's driving them there or something.
Hey
I don't
man,
know.
it's just the personality, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, man, they knew I was only doing the challenge and they didn't want to show up. But no, everybody showed up for the cup, and I appreciated that. There's a lot of people who did show up. We had a couple players from out of town come in, and then a lot of our regulars showed up, of course. And we had enough for a top cut, so we went to the top four. It was a good time. Busy, very busy tournament as well. Trying to just keep on top of everything. And I always enjoy doing the top four part because it's like more intense. I feel like you're there for every single turn and you're making sure like everything's being followed how it should be. And it was really cool. So it was cool to have that. So congratulations to Ben, who won that cup. That was his first cup win. So did really well. So congratulations to him on that one. And I know it made him feel good. And and it's funny because he played Dragapult Dusknoir for that whole tournament. He's like, yeah, this deck is broken. And then ever since then, he hasn't been playing it. He's like, he's been playing other decks. So it's been cool to see him kind of like expand and reach out and play different things and try to test some things out. So it's cool to see that too. So appreciate all that. But yeah, so as a player, Ashley, what was your experience from the tournament and things like that?
It was pretty good. I had fun. I decided to play the Ceruledge Noctowl deck that I made. Again, I just changed a few cards in it. It felt like it flowed a little bit better in some ways, and in some aspects it was a little bit slower. Because I took out like an extra fire breather and I put in a Brave Bengal, which actually came in handy, but then I ended up losing that match, which was unfortunate. But I started 2-0. I was feeling really good. And then like the entire cup, I didn't hit anything that was meta. Like everything that I faced was not meta. So it was let's learn as we go every single match. I played against Alakazam. I can't remember what the second one was. I don't remember. There was Alakazam, something. I played against Roaring Moon and Hydreigon. So, like, absolutely nothing was meta, but it was fun. Against the Roaring Moon, we were going to tie because we got down to the +1 turn. Unfortunately, they had boss in their hand. So I got down to 1 prize, and then they had their boss in their hand, and they were able to take it from that on the very last turn of the game. And then the Hydreigon, they were able to boss and take 3 prizes at the same time. So unfortunately, I didn't get to go to Top Cut, but I still had a lot of fun playing. And I was excited to play Ceruledge. I was all Ceruledge decked out. I had my mat, my deck box, my backpack from NAIC. I had all that stuff on, my shirt. So
yeah, definitely representing there, Ashley. And I actually was privileged to see a pretty cool play you actually got to pull out. Something I didn't get to see too often as of late, which is playing Flamethrower, which was really cool. So maybe you can, I don't know if you remember that play or not that you did, but could you kind of explain that a little bit and maybe what that card does?
oh yeah, with the oh yeah. So basically, when you play it, if you can't use it unless you can discard a fire energy from your hand, but if you do, then you can discard, I think it's a tool, a special energy, or a stadium from your opponent's side. So I was able to play that and take off the tool from their Roaring Moon, which knocked their Roaring Moon out, which gave me 2 prizes. So then I was able to take another 2 prizes from the knockout from hitting, and then it took me down to just 1 prize. So it was pretty fun. I wish I could have taken it all, but it is what it is. But it was a pretty cool play.
It was really cool.
However, just like one of Danny said, if I would have been able to play Briar that turn, I could have taken the game.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool card. It's Blowtorch. I'm sorry.
Blowtorch. That's what it was.
Blowtorch. We'll share real quick this card. I think it's really under it's flying under the radar right now because there are a lot of fire decks out there, or decks that are playing fire, and this is a really cool card out here. Like Ashley was saying, is an item card. It's Blowtorch. You can use this card only if you discard a basic fire energy card from your hand, discard a Pokemon tool or special energy card from one of your opponent's Pokemon, or discard a stadium in play. So I mean, there's a lot of different uses in here, you know, like playing Ceruledge, for example. Looks like this would be a really good card to have because you're already getting energies into the discard. You're playing against Dragapult, you can take off that Neo upper energy off of them. You know, you can take off a tool card off of Gardevoir if they're playing Bravery Charm, or even the Mega Kangaskhan right now. You can take that Bravery Charm off of those Pokemon, or even discard a stadium in play, which is you know, it's always valuable to have a stadium bump in hand, and I think this card really goes well with Ceruledge right now just because of its ability to discard those fire energies, put them into your discard. Exactly what you want to do, right? Because the more discard energies you have as Ceruledge, the more damage you're doing. So pretty cool card at all. So hopefully maybe we'll see some more play of that at least, or something. I think it'd be super cool to kind of continue to see that. So
yeah, it was a pretty fun play. And literally whenever I was talking to Danny about it before the cup, the main worry and the reason that I put it in there was because of the Dragapult Dusknoir, to try and get rid of the Neo upper, because it has such high HP that I basically have to have like every single energy in my discard pile to be able to one-shot it. So it was a way to just kind of slow them down if they played it. And then I ended up not even hitting that specific deck. So
But you got to use it anyway.
I got to use it anyway.
That's when you know you made a good tech choice, right? When you're like, hey, this wasn't even the matchup I was supposed to use this for, and it still came in clutch. So that was really cool. Yeah, it was cool to see that. Cause I was like, oh, how should you do that? I'm like, oh, she took that off.
Yep. And I've done something kind of similar before. It was some kind of stadium, and because I took out the stadium, it knocked out their Pokemon. This was like 1 or 2 formats ago, but it was pretty cool. So I've done something kind of similar where it was able, you just play that and then it takes out one Pokemon, and then you have their opponent's like, oh man, now I got to bring up another one. So it was pretty fun to play.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'm glad. So I love the creativity you always bring to all the different tournaments that we have. Like you said, like this is kind of a deck that you kind of pulled out of your own brain a little bit, mashing some things together from what we saw from Stuger with that knocked out Charizard list. You've been playing Ceruledge for a while and it's been doing pretty well. And then kind of like saying, okay, well, can I put Noctowls in Ceruledge and make this work? And getting a lot of those combos off and making it a little bit more dynamic. I think it's really cool. So looking forward to seeing what else you put together on our next tournament, because it's always exciting to see what you're going to play next. Never a dull moment. So it's cool. But
Yep.
with that being said, right, our next tournament coming up is a challenge. So that's next Saturday, I believe. This time, myself and Ashley will get to play, so that'd be pretty cool. Still kind of going back and forth for me anyway, a couple decks about what I want to play during that time. I'm not going to release any special information. I don't want to let Ashley know anything, but I always I have to, yeah, see, headphones off, right? She can make sure she doesn't say anything. I always have to put on my A game when I'm playing Ashley, man. She pushes me to the limit every single time. And I think she's ahead of me right now in tournament play or tournament finishes as well. I think our personal record against each other, you're in the lead right now on our tournament.
Am I? I haven't even
yes.
looked.
Like I remember last time we got to play each other, we played each other the first round. You beat me at that one, and I was like, okay,
and I was so worried too, because he was my weakness, because he was playing Charizard and I was playing Gardevoir, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna die.
Came out, showed your skills as a Gardevoir player, definitely every matchup for Gardevoir is 50-50, if you know what you're doing with that deck. So yeah, good job for that. So yeah, looking forward to that challenge. Gonna play in that, gonna have some fun, and hopefully it kind of leads me into our next segment here, which is our Pokemon New Year's resolutions, right? Talking about kind of what we kind of put our New Year's resolutions for Pokemon as our journey as competitors, as professors, as enjoyers of the hobby. What are we looking forward to in 2026? And what are we trying to make ourselves better, right? 'Cause that's always what it's about. It's about your own personal journey. How can you make sure you set goals for yourself to enjoy the hobby and become better at what you're doing, or just better all around? So I think with this, like for my New Year's resolutions for Pokemon, what I want to do is play in more tournaments, be a little bit more competitive. I did realize last season, I should say, so not this season currently going on, but the season prior, I didn't get to play in a lot of tournaments, and so it really hurt my like competitive standings and my ability to play. And then so this year I've been trying to make an effort to play in more tournaments, get that experience, and be able to kind of flex my Pokemon strategic muscles, right, and make sure I get out there and do some things. So I definitely want to top cut a cup. I want to win a challenge this season. So as far as competitive wise, that's gonna be my kind of goals. As far as organizing or professorship wise, I still want to staff a regional event. I've still been applying. I have not been selected as of yet, so hopefully soon that I'll get selected and can fill this resolution out. And then also like do more things at the league that are more fun again. I think there've been a lot of things going on in our league that it has kind of made us fall back a little bit from all the fun different tournaments we used to put on a weekly basis, just because with the whole we had a lot of drama about where we're going to be playing at, and then kind of working out our schedules and kinks with our new location. And then like knowing right now, okay, we have to do our challenges, we have to do our cups to make sure we stay eligible to keep doing those things and keep getting the support we get from Pokemon. But now I think we kind of got to a point where we can kind of settle down again. I think maybe everybody's lives can settle down, and we can start going back into, hey, let's start making up fun and new tournaments that are more for the fun aspect, enjoying of the hobby instead of just competing, right? Because being a competitive Pokemon player isn't for everybody, and that is definitely okay. You should enjoy Pokemon however you see fit. And we just want to make sure we add that extra element to it to make it seem like to make it appear to people at the league as our ideas are that you should be able to come into our league and have fun, whether you're a competitive player, whether you're just a collector, whether you're new to the game, or whether you've been playing for a couple years now, just doing fun things that let you just enjoy playing Pokemon however you see fit. So definitely want to do a lot of those this year, and be able to kind of explore GLCs, some expanded tournaments, do some community days for Pokemon Go, maybe do some tournaments for Pokemon Go as well. Now I got my my certification in that, so hopefully I can do that as well at the league. And then also maybe even host some VG stuff, like some trade days. Bring in your Switch and trade some Pokemon, battle each other on the Switch. Should have a lot of fun things that we want to do, and hopefully we can execute those in this year. So those are kind of like my resolutions. Ashley, what do you have? What are your resolutions for this year?
All right, so one of mine is basically going to be the same as Tommy's. It's going to kind of sound the same, but a little bit different. So I have actually top cutted at a cup before. So instead of top cutting, I would like to win a cup, because I would love to win my very first championship mat. I tried it the last cup, but fell just a little bit too short of it. So that's the first one as a player. As a professor, I would also like to staff a regional. I've come to realize for me, being a professor, I like doing a lot of the back end stuff, like the organizing and all the paperwork and that kind of stuff. Not so much the judging, but I still do it. And so I think if I could staff a regional and do something that would benefit that, and so I can kind of add on to the organizer aspect of it, I think I would have a lot of fun with that. And then another thing for a professor is just trying to recruit a few new people to play. We have like our little more niche group that has been really consistent, but it would be nice to add just a couple more people to our group. Like we've had a couple people come in and out because of like military or just the kids, they can't always come. I know I haven't seen one of our kiddos in a while, I feel like. So it's just the ups and downs of life. So it would be nice to have a couple more people to be able to have their consistent.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely. I think if we could have 100 players at any given time, that'd be like so awesome for us, right? To see that grow to that level. So definitely agree with you there. Like, I want to grow the community, and I think doing those fun tournaments, those fun events, expanding our horizons on what the league actually is about, I think will definitely, hopefully, get us there. So it should be fun. And I liked how you mentioned like what you like about being a professor, right? Like you kind of found yourself enjoying the, like you said, the back end stuff, the paperwork, the organizing, the timekeeper or scorekeeper part, running Tom and things like that. So it's cool because there's a lot of different things about being a professor, and not every part of it you have to be like 100% enjoy it, right? I think you're as different personalities become a professor, right? I think you'll just kind of gravitate towards different aspects of it. And I think that's what makes it, like, as you staff a higher event, even that much more fun, because you get to meet those other players or those other professors that do those different kind of things. You can expand your skills in that, see what else it means to be a professor, because it can get a little redundant at a league because you're just doing the same thing over and over again. As far as, I'm running a challenge, I'm running a cup, I'm running league nights. So you may not like kind of explore all the different aspects of like the hive. It might be one of our word of the days or word of the weeks is the hive. When you go to a regional event or higher, it's kind of like it's the central brain hub of the staffing there at that event. So like you turn in your match slips there if you're doing paper match slips. If you had any kind of disputes for your meetup, if you wanted to drop from the tournament, if you had any kind of questions or concerns or like need to know like your table or things like that, that's where you would go. And that's where you kind of like see a whole bunch of professors just running back and forth, managing score organizing on Tom. And like there's multiple laptops open. There's bins of match slips everywhere, and it's controlled chaos is the best way I can describe it. So I think it'd be really cool to kind of pull the curtain back and see how that actually works, and all that kind of stuff. So I think it'd be really cool. I'd like to experience some of that too if I get to staff a bigger event this year. So it'd be awesome. Hopefully we get to staff the same one. That'd be cool. Maybe
That
we
would
could do
be
that.
super, super cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So, hey, if you want to tell us your Pokemon New Year's resolution, let us know what you're into, what you're trying to do. If you are just like Ash and you're just woke up late in your house and you have to kind of leave and go find your starter Pokemon, or if you've been out on the road for a while, you're already Lance, you're top of the Elite Four. What are you doing to better yourself or to start your Pokemon journey, or what would you like to know or do or experience to kind of keep yourself growing on that horizon? Let us know. Reach out to us on our socials at X, at YouTube, at TM Talk Podcast. You can email us at tmtalkpodcast@gmail.com. And of course, comment on these episodes, subscribe, like, press all the buttons that are on there except for the thumbs down. Don't worry about that one. But all the other ones, press them all. And join our community, and let us know what you guys think and what you guys would like to do. Could we like to read those out and maybe give some of our other listeners ideas of like what they can do to focus on this year to kind of have them move along on their Pokemon journey and enjoy this hobby that much more. So looking forward to getting all that feedback from you all. So it should be cool. And there's a lot of things to look forward to in this 2026 year because, of course, we're going to have tons of TCG sets releasing this year, but probably the biggest, at least as of right now, the biggest set is going to be releasing January 30th. It's going to be Ascended Heroes. And what's special about this one is that it's actually a special set. So what does that mean? Let me share with you all what I got from Poke Beach, and let's talk about this here at Ascended Heroes. So let's go here. So sharing this. It's a special set and product lineup revealed for January. So Ascended Heroes is going to be starring Mega Dragonite EX and has been officially revealed. Its first products will be released January 30th and continue to release through 2026. So this was the original drop that we got. There's going to be over 290 cards with over 30 trainers, 13 Mega Evolution Pokemon EX, 6 Terra Pokemon EX. So Terra Pokemon are not going away. And 20 Pokemon EX, 33 Illustration Rare, 14 Ultra Rare Mega Evolution Pokemon EX and trainer cards, 7 Mega Attack Rare Mega Evolution Pokemon EX, and 22 Special Illustration Rare Mega Evolution Pokemon EX, and supporter cards. So a huge set overall. And I'll share with you all kind of as we go through this set. But before I kind of share the illustration rares and the size of this set and all those kind of stuff, what's interesting, it's a special set. So there isn't going to be individual booster packs or booster boxes of Ascended Heroes. You will have to be able to find its packs in the like box products like collector sets and blister packs that you see here, things like that. So in like sticker collections, this is how you're going to get this set. And it's a huge set. There's going to be ETB. But that's going to be available starting February 20th. And then all the way through the year, we're going to get some more releases of products, some mini tins, which will also be released in February. We got some poster collections that'll be available come March, which these look really cool. And then here's some of the IRs, the SIRs or secret rares that are out there as well in those boxes. And then there will be the booster bundles, which are the 6 Ascended Heroes booster packs. But that will be pretty much it as far as booster pack bundles go. There is no going to be any booster boxes or things like that. So maybe an ultra premium collection may come out with this and stuff like that. But as of right now, just these collector style packaging. So Ashley, what are your thoughts right now on Ascended Heroes, how they're going to release this set? What are your first kind of thoughts on this?
My first thought is special sets are fun, but it stinks because sometimes you only want like one little booster pack and you're not going to be able to do that with special sets. But I do like that they're doing kind of like a staggered release, because then it gives everybody, I mean, we all know how finding Pokemon cards the past like year and a half have been going. So it's nice to have that kind of like staggered release to where you might actually have a chance to be able to find some. The downside about that is because they're doing a staggered release and it's a special set, so you're not going to be able to get booster packs or booster boxes. It is going to be a little bit more difficult if you need a specific card from the set, like to play in your deck. So you might just have to go to TCG Player and order it, or just get with your group and, hey, I'm looking for this. That's probably going to be your best bet to try and acquire these cards early on if you find something in the set that you're going to play with. But I'm excited for it. I pre-ordered the ETBs from Pokemon Center, so I have a couple. Actually, I ordered 2. One is going to go for my brother. One's going to be for mine. But so I'm excited to open it. I haven't opened any cards since last year. But I'm excited for the set. There are some really cool cards. I'm excited for the Mega Scrafty EX, the SIR one. He looks super, super cool. So that's one of the ones that I'm especially looking forward to. And then another one I'm also looking forward to, because we have only got it as a promo so far in the States. But there is going to be an illustration rare of the Psyduck with the damp ability. So if you're looking for that and you want to bling out your deck, that's going to be coming out in the Ascended Heroes. And we'll talk about some of the cards that are coming out in it, but that's what I'm looking forward to. So what are you going to be looking for, Tommy?
Yeah, there's going to be a ton of awesome cards. And like you mentioned, Ashley, this is an opportunity for the players out there and the collectors to bling out their collection, bling out their decks with all these new cards. There's so many secret rares and SIRs and things like that. This is a huge set, 295 cards in total. This is the biggest set ever to be released in English. The one who used to be the biggest was Fusion Strike back in 2021. They had 284 cards. So bumping it up by 11, but still that's 11 cards that are special. And now they're going to be super rare to get because they're only in these collector boxes, collector sets, and things like that. So for me, I'm really looking forward to like the Mega Gengar EX looks really cool. That looks sick. Even though I don't like this card, I think the secret rare for Badoo is going to look really cool. I am a person who loves to play item cards, and to see that little green guy come in front of me, I'm just like, I hate you so much. But if it was pretty like it is in the SR, I'd be like, okay, well, it's not that bad, you know. But I did just looking forward for all these new collector type cards, all these secret rares, special illustration rares that are going to come out. I think it's going to be really cool. I just hope that that Pokemon is already understanding that they're releasing it in limited quantities as far as this collection set and things like that, or I should say in limited types, right? I can't buy a booster box to try to collect all 295 cards. So hopefully they're printing this stuff a little bit more. So you can get your hands on them. And for those who like to be master collectors or master set collectors, where they collect every single card of the set, I wish you the best of luck. Hopefully you can get what you're looking for out of what you buy, because I feel like this is going to be a very difficult set to complete if you're trying to go that route. So, yeah, I'm mixed. I'm excited for it. A lot of cool cards in it. I'm hoping that with such a big rate of cards, and a lot of them being special illustrations and reprints and things like that, that it's going to be a more bang for your buck. As you buy these things, your pull rates are going to be a little bit higher. Hopefully that you can get these awesome cards. Maybe you're not getting the cards you're looking for specifically, but you can get another cool secret rare or something like that from the packs that you get and open. So let's look at some of these secret rares right now. I think it'd be really cool to show everybody what this looks like, because we have the technology. We can do that now. Let's share. Let's do some screen shares and show some of these secret rares that we are kind of like has been exposed, right? So based on official information revealed so far, but I know all secret rares will be included in our special Ascended Heroes set. Its first products released on January 30th, as it says, through 2026. This is all coming from pokebeach.com. If you never heard of the website as well, it's a great place where there's a lot of articles and blogs and things like that about the Pokemon hobby. So check it out. A lot of great competitive players as well write articles for Poke Beach about decks and things like that. And they always have the information about the newest release sets and things like that and try to give you a leg up. So before it releases, knowing what's out there. But some of these are really cool. And like I was telling Ashley before we recorded this, I really enjoy that they're kind of bringing back this trainers gallery uh, illustrations, right? I know this is Erica's Tangela, right? So like Erica's supposed to be involved in here, but those were some of my favorite cards to collect were from Crown Zenith. And it was those trainer gallery cards where you got to see the trainer with their Pokemon doing their training. So we have Ethan's Mad Cargo down here as well, which looks really awesome. But there's great cards all throughout here, and the artistry is always so amazing on these things. I love them so much. There's kind of something in here for everybody. There's Badoo, Itchy Pollen, everybody out there spreading its pollen to make sure you cannot play any of your item cards. So, and
I like how they had, like, if you look at the Badoo illustration, it really does kind of look like some Itchy Pollen coming out of Badoo.
yes, yes. It does. And then here's the card that you were talking about, Ashley, the Psyduck with the damp. I mean, look at that. Who doesn't want that in their deck?
He's so relaxed. He's like, I found my place.
And he's very damp. He's very damp right now. So I think those are pretty awesome. I think those are cool to see all these. What kind of cards are you looking for from here? I know you said a couple of them, but like, is there anything as we scroll through this that really caught your eye? Like this Score Bunny looks amazing to me. That looks really cool.
There is a, if you want to bling out your Dragapult deck, there is a Dreepy coming out too. That one was really cool looking.
Yeah. And there's also like I think a Dracloak too as well, right?
So.
They have both.
Oh so yeah, like, the Hitmontop. That was one that I want to because I have a bunch of his cards.
Yeah. Dude, I love that one. That's so sick. Like just head spinning all over the place, just windmilling all the way down in the forest is pretty cool. Hops Trevenant, that looks pretty cool as well. I like that. I like these Team Rocket cards a lot because just showing a lot of these Team Rocket trainers. So that's pretty cool. Of course, you got the boss himself on the Doug Trio. You got Giovanni and a couple of grunts out here making Doug Trio, maybe dig into Fort Knox. I don't know, trying to get Pikachu, something like that. But it looks really cool. I like those a lot.
The Mighty Anno looks super sick too.
Look at that. That looks wild. That looks really cool. And then we got Cynthia's Spirit Tomb. So of course we get these trainers in here with their Pokemon, which should be really cool.
Yeah, there they are. The Dreepy and Dracloak. We had both of them.
Here's the Dreepy. Look at that. Dreepy, you get Dracloak.
And then if you have the Dragapult EX from Prismatic Evolutions, the one that looks like a stained glass, I feel like that one would match those pretty well.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you're right. That one looks pretty cool. This Larry's Staraptor, I think this looks really cool too. This was probably like one of my favorite battles in Scarlet and Violet was playing against Larry and getting that Staraptor out there. So I love that they're in, they're in the restaurant / Pokemon gym. Hanging out, having a drink, maybe ready for their next Pokemon battle. That looks really cool. Fan Rotom, a lot of people like, as we were just talking about with Noctowls coming back, Terrazard and things like that. I mean, here you go. You got your Fan Rotom just hanging out, camping out in the wilderness, looking for some friends, looking for some colorless friends out here. So being able to do the fan call and find those colorless Pokemon for you out there. So that'd be really cool to have that. Because we have the hollow prize stamp Fan Rotom. That's pretty much like the most blinged out version you can get of this card. So now to have this secret rare would be really cool into any of those decks. I know there's a lot of people who are going to be looking to max rarity their deck as much as they can. Of course, the new boss orders has a full art as well.
Yeah, we're looking and great. If you've been playing Legends EA, you know that now we're finally starting to get some of the characters from there.
Yep.
So I think it's kind of cool that we're finally incorporating some of those new characters so people can kind of learn them if they haven't been playing the games.
Yeah, for sure. And then like here's Anthea and Concordia, which I haven't played the game yet, so I don't know if this is ZA or if this was Scarlet and Violet. I didn't finish Scarlet and Violet yet, but I think this is really cool because this is like I think it's playing like Exodia in Pokemon for N's Pokemon, because you have to have like, I can't read it here, right? But I think it's like N's Darmanitan, N's Zoroark, N's Clink Clank, and a couple others. If you have all that out there, then I think you get to take an extra prize card, or maybe even more than that. So it's an interesting card. I need to look up the English version so we can actually get that out there. But
I got it.
Okay.
So I'll just read it to you because I cannot screen share. For whatever reason, my computer doesn't want to do it. But it says you can use this card only if you have In's Darmanitan, In's Zoroark EX, In's Vanillex, In's Clink Clang, In's Rushram, and In's Zekrom in play. During this turn, if your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack used by your In's Pokemon, take 3 more prize cards.
Like, so that's wild, right? So yes, it takes a lot to be able to use this card. However, if you can get it and you knock out a mega, you just won the game in one turn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like that's wild, right? So it's a cool card. I would definitely love to try to like make something work with this. Like N's Zoroark. I mean, N's one of my favorite trainers, and it's also Jesper Erickson's favorite trainer as well. If you didn't catch that episode, check that one out and you can find out that little tidbit of information. But I think it'd be really cool to try to make something work with that one. It's a difficult, but I think it'd be like rewarding if you can get to it, right? So that's pretty cool. We got Black Belts training again. Like those cards are always super cool. I like seeing those. Sharon is making a comeback into the game, so that's cool to see that as well. Another full art counter gain, jamming tower as well. So these are reprints, I believe. So there's still the H mark. So they are still gonna be around for a while as well. We got Glass Trumpet out here. The funniest card in Pokemon today, Ends PP Up, is out there with a full art as well. And I love the focus on the Team Rocket stuff, Team Rocket transceiver, because I think this whole game engine, right, the Team Rocket engine, is really underutilized because they work so well together, but it does take a little bit to make it work. So it's I get why it's maybe not doing so well in tournaments right now, but man, when you get it working all together, it just seems like you can draw whatever you want anytime you want. It really feels like a cheat. So yeah, that's the whole point, right? But then of course, and then we get into these secret rares that we have here, like the Mega Frostlass, and then we have the Mega Electrike. I believe that's what it is. Electros, yes.
Yeah.
So these are all going to be super cool. I don't know if they're going to have the English words, because I know this is what they do in Japan. Japan, they get the English words on here for their attack. And then when we get ours, we usually get the Japanese wording here where all this is English. So it'd be interesting seeing what they do with that. But this looks cool. So like our Gardevoir players have been seeing that Mega Deontay has been EX has been making its way into those decks. So a way you can bring it out as well, bring that into your decks there. There's, of course, the Mega Dragonite out there. The Mega Gengar EX is looking great out there. And then we have this Mega Meganium EX that is just like brilliant. Beautiful. I love the colors on it. It looks really cool. Great illustration all around. And then we have, of course, Mega
Emboar.
Emboar, thank you. I kept wanting to say, it's like, no, it's not Torpig. I knew that's the first one. Yeah, Tepig is the first one.
Pignite and Emboar.
Emboar, yeah. So Emboar is looking fierce and mighty out there. And then we have our Mega Feraligatr.
Yeah.
Looking super cool there. So tons of awesome cards have been coming out. I think something for everybody. Here's the Pikachu for the Pikachu as well. So if you want to get a little full art, if you don't want to play your $400 full art card, you can play this one. It will probably be $400 as well. That one's cool. And of course, they got the Pikachu, just regular Pikachu EX, looking really cool on that one as well. That looks cool. And then as we move on, right, we have the Lily's Clefairy EX, another illustration for that one, Iono's Belly Bolt,
I
Team
love that.
Rocket's Mewtwo. This Belly Bolt looks pretty cool. I like this.
I love everything, like all the Iono cards with the belly bolt and anything, because it's always the colors are so bright. It really is like
Yes, I like this old school. This reminds me of Batman the Animated Series, like illustration of it, which I think it looks really cool with this Mewtwo and Giovanni there. So that's pretty cool art there. And then we got the Mega Halucha flying in, ready to do a power slam on somebody. So looking pretty cool there.
I love
as we go on.
This is the Mega Scrafty that I'm looking for.
This one right
that's
here.
the Gengar you're looking for too. Yeah, this one, like, he just looks so cool. Like, he's like, I'm so cool.
Scraggy always thinks he's pretty cool. Every time I see him on Pokemon Go, I'm like, this guy thinks he's really cool. Like,
and
this
that Gengar is super cool too.
That looks sick. Yeah, and then this card looks amazing too. The Enzorark.
It reminds me of the Gardevoir, the Mega Gardevoir EX LSIR. If you look at the back, that's what it reminds me of.
Okay. Yeah, it just looks amazing. It looks cool. And then, hey, Marnie's Grimmsnarl, not getting left out over there. Cool special illustration rare. That looks really awesome. Pheasantipity EX.
Yeah.
That looks really sick. That looks cool. We have Steven's Metagross EX out there, looking shiny, looking bright, looking shiny. And then we had the Mega Dragonite, of course, leading the pack. This is the star of this set. So, of course, it has a very beautiful artwork and card out here. Looks amazing. Looks really cool. And then as we go on, Iris's Fighting Spirit, Canary, and then we have Surfer out here, actually surfing some waves. He's not a pretender. He actually does it. You see that? And then we have the Mega Charizard EX here in the gold, as we got the Lucario and the Gardevoir, and then the Mega Dragonite has these gold version cards as well. So really cool out there. So if you guys want to check this out, look into some more of those on your own. Definitely feel free to go check out pokebeach.com, see this article, and read all about what's coming up in Pokemon. So in Ascended Heroes, or just in general, right? So I think this set is going to be really cool. It's definitely a huge collector set. Like, there's a lot of cool cards in there that's just cool to look at. So I'll be interested to see. We don't have a lot of other news on like what other cards are going to be coming out in this set. We know it's going to be kind of a mashup of a lot of previous Japanese sets that have been coming out previously in the past couple of months, and some big stuff that's coming out this month for them as well. At the Start Deck 100, we're going to get some of those cards, but we really don't know what cards are actually in there. So Pokemon's doing a pretty good job this year, keeping some things hush-hush. So interesting to see, but excited for this one all nonetheless. Anything else on Ascended Heroes, Ashley?
I don't think so. I think we've pretty much covered everything that we're going to cover on there. However, there is something else that is exciting coming up. If you guys do not know, this year is the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. So we are going to be getting some... We haven't really heard a whole lot of what we're getting, but what we have heard... we are going to be getting... What was it, Tommy? Do you have it pulled up?
Sorry, I had to do multiple things at once. I had to unmute myself, but yes, here it is.
You're good. So yeah, we're going to be getting this really, really cool little collection box. It's going to have the Pikachu from Temporal Forces, and if you look in the corner, it's going to have the really cool Pokemon Day 2026 on it. Or yeah, it's going to say 2026 on it. And it's going to have a cool coin and 3 booster packs. So we're going to be getting that for the 30th anniversary. And if you do not know, Pokemon Day is held on February 27th, because that is the first day that the Red and Blue came out.
Yep. Yeah, so it's the World Celebrate Pokemon Day. Very first Pokemon video games in Japan. Yeah, so I believe, yes, Red and Blue.
So we haven't heard a whole lot else what we're getting. I know that I've seen it said that we're going to get a classic collection is what the 30th anniversary set is going to be called. Now, the cards that are going to be in it, we're not really sure. Whenever they did the 25th anniversary, they had like the base set of cards. And then for the classic collection, they did this really cool like confetti type holo on them. And they all had the 25th anniversary set stamp, just like the Pokemon stamp, kind of, on all the cards, and they were throwbacks to the old cards. So like the Blastoise, the Venusaur, the Charizard, the OGs, and then a bunch of other cool significant cards like the Zekrom EX. We had the Mega Rayquaza. We had a lot of those cool cards, so I'm kind of interested to see what Pokemon decides to do for the 30th anniversary this year, and if they're going to go that route again, or if they're just going to do something completely different.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's been very tight-lipped from Pokemon about what's coming out for this 30th anniversary. You would think by now, in the age that we live in, that word and news would be released or leaks would come out and things like that. But no, not a whole lot. We got this collector's set that we just looked at that's going to come out at the same time as Ascended Heroes. So I would imagine that we're going to get some Ascended Heroes packs in that set, but I really don't know. What's interesting to me is that the illustration of the Pikachu that they chose for the promo is from Temporal Forces, which I believe is going to be a set that rotates out in April. If rotation stays the way it does and all that kind of stuff, if they don't change anything about it. So that's interesting to me. But yeah, like really, I would think this would be the biggest thing that they celebrate is the 30th anniversary this year. Because we have this awesome Worlds. We're going to be in San Francisco. Where we have this Ascended Heroes coming out, a new style of play for the VG for Worlds as well. So I would think that there would be like the products around it, like the DLCs for the video game, a special set for the TCG game, and like of course I'm assuming 100% that we're gonna get some like 30th anniversary special Pokemon and Pokemon Go that we could be able to catch or raid for, things like that. So it's I get, and granted, at the time that we're recording it, it's the 4th of January, so 4 days into the new year. I'm not expecting Pokemon to release everything yet, but nothing else besides this little collector's box with 3 packs in it, a coin, and a Pikachu promo. It's underwhelming for the 30th anniversary, but I think there's gonna be plenty to come, and I think as the year progresses, we're gonna see a lot of cool stuff coming out. At least I'm hoping a lot of cool stuff is coming out, and especially for you at your local leagues and things like that, because February 27th is always a special day for Pokemon leagues. Pokemon always does send out a lot of cool promos and things, and sets up a lot of events to celebrate Pokemon Day for. So it's February 27th. Mark on your calendars if you don't already have it. It should be a cool time at your local league, so check those out and go compete in those tournaments. Go collect those special promos and meet other enthusiasts of the hobby that you can celebrate the 30th anniversary with. So it's pretty cool. So I'm really hoping that there's going to be some SIRs, some kind of special 30th anniversary set, like you mentioned for the 25th anniversary. We got those throwback cards. So I don't know. I mean, I'm interested to see what they do. I hope that whatever they do, it's with accountability in place of that. We want to make sure we get a lot of it out there as much as we can to make sure that everybody who enjoys the hobby can get what they're looking for, and not have to play who do I buy this from, or how do I get scalped the least, So I really hope that it is available to everybody, and everybody who enjoys the hobby take some personal responsibility, right? And say, hey, you know what? Do I need 10 collector boxes of this? Maybe I could drop some off or leave some here for the next person so they can enjoy it as much as I do. But that's kind of my thoughts and hopes, my hopes for 2026. What about you, Ashley? Would you have any thoughts about this year's celebrations and what they're going to do?
There have been some speculation that they may start releasing things about the new generation coming out, but I feel like it may be a little bit too close to Legend ZA to be able to release that kind of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see if they decide to do that, and if they do, what Pokemon come out. Because I remember whenever they started releasing the Paldean area, the Scarlet Violet era, that's whenever I really like super jumped back into it, because it was almost kind of like I was a kid again and I was learning all the Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander for the first time, but it was Fuecoco, Baxley, and Sprigatito this time. And so I think that's what made me like super jump back into it. So it'll be interesting to see if they keep up that momentum of releasing a new generation, or if they're just going to keep it hush hush for a little bit. But there was something that we did not mention that will hopefully give everybody a little bit of a hope for the coming years for Pokemon. And on PokeBeach.com, they did announce that Pokemon's Millennium Print Group signed the largest U.S. manufacturing lease of 2025, and it will occupy 1.27 million square foot campus to print cards. And it was supposed to be done, I think, 2027, maybe. Yeah. Construction will be completed in 2027. So obviously it's going to take like a year or so to get up and running, but hopefully within the next couple 3 years we're going to start seeing more Pokemon product on the shelf like we were for a while.
Yeah.
So
And
hopefully
that's exciting to hear.
hopefully that'll give you guys some hope for finding cards.
Yeah, for sure. And that's exciting to hear, like you said, right? Like to see another print factory come out so we can start printing more cards. Like controlling the monopoly that is Pokemon, and like the excessive card prices that have gone on. I know we've kind of experienced a crash a little bit. There's some cards that are going down in price, but not crazy amount, but still enough to where like you can get your playable cards at a respectable price now. And like, let's not get it wrong either that like there's nothing at all coming out from Pokemon, because it's just, I think it's more celebrating the hobby itself than just the games, right? And maybe to keep that in mind, because this year also marks the grand opening of Poke Park in Japan. It's gonna be the first ever like open real life park that you can walk through, and it's supposed to be a Pokemon experience. I haven't really gotten any more details from the theme park or from Pokemon other than that, but I mean, there's a lot of videos out there on YouTube and things like that about it. It looks super cool. So I would definitely, like, I'm trying to see like, okay, how do I get a family of 5 out to Japan? How much is that? So we can go to Poke Park, like we want to go to theme park this year. Maybe that might be the one, but I'm definitely excited about that as well. So I'm sure we're gonna get a lot of more releases and things about Pokemon in that aspect as well, like things that everybody can enjoy. You don't have to play the games. You can also just enjoy Pokemon and maybe experience it as, like you said, like a kid again, right? Like you were like, hey, I'm exploring these new starters that there hasn't been for a long time, and made me feel that that excitement as a kid. I think that's the biggest thing that Pokemon does, is that no matter what age you are, if you enjoy Pokemon, you have that excitement to explore all over again, this exciting world that continues to be explored and open to us. So really, really cool to see that. I'm really excited to hear that. And I really think this year at Worlds, the announcements that are going to be coming out from Pokemon are going to be like mind blowing. The coolest stuff that we could probably think about from Pokemon. I don't know. Hopefully, I'm hoping, and I think it's gonna be really cool to hear what they have to say as we get closer to Worlds.
Yeah. So I sent you a link to the Poke Park Kanto if you want to open it so our viewers can see it. And while you're doing that, it's supposed to be opening, I believe it was on February 5th. So within like the next month, it's going to be opening up in Japan. And the tickets are going to be starting to go on sale soon. But I remember whenever they first announced this, I was like, ooh, this sounds so fun. Japan is already on my bucket list to do sometime in my lifetime. Hopefully closer than later on in my life. But if I go and this is open, I definitely want to try and go here for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Like this is one of the things I want to do. And same thing. Like I had Japan on my bucket list for sure to go check out. But I mean, like this looks really cool. Yeah, take all my information. So Pokemon Park Kanto, like just the screen alone, like this is kind of like what you always expected. I think this is always the idea I've had as a kid, right? Was like, man, I really wish I could just like walk through and go through the trail, find all these different Pokemon that are out there, interact with them, get to these Pokemon centers and towns, and explore this whole like different universe. And I think that's something that Pokemon does really well, is that it makes you feel part of the universe, no matter how you enjoy it, whether through the video games, whether through the card game. All this kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. But as we can see, this right here, this Pokemon Forest. There's gonna be Sedge Town in here, so definitely a lot of shops, a lot of restaurants probably in here. But like probably Pokemon themed, of course. But I mean, you're gonna have a Pokemon Center, you have a Pokemon Mart, a Pokemart. So that's gonna be really cool to see all that.
Yep. If you click on learn more, it'll show you like the actual layout of what it's gonna look like.
Yeah. Let's get this loaded up here. Yeah, so you can see it here. So here's the entrance. This is gonna be part of another theme park. This is of Yomiuri Land, nested among the verdant Tama Hills. Pokemon Kanto is the first ever permanent Pokemon outdoor facility. So Pokemon trainers can embark on the unforgettable adventure as they explore a forest and town filled with more than 600 Pokemon.
It's a lot of Pokemon.
So that's a lot of Pokemon. So you have your entrance here. Looks like you have like a gym. You have a whole Pokemon gym here with a battle arena. You can see that you have some kind of like the forest out here, like some kind of park or garden out here as well. And then you kind of come into Sedge Town, and then come check out all the shops. Looks like there's like some little rides and some monuments to check out. So it looks really cool. There looks like a lot of different places you can walk and explore and enjoy Pokemon the way you see fit here. So it's pretty cool. I'm really excited to see what this is all about. Maybe they'll give you real life Pokemon. You can battle each other out here.
That would be crazy.
Imagine, what are your thoughts?
Imagine like eventually Pokemon comes out with a way to like have like holograms and you could like try and catch them. That would be wild.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
I could definitely see them trying to do something kind of like that though.
Yeah. Oh, so like you can step into the plaza where you find Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle all waiting. Once you have everything you need for your adventure, depart from the Pokemon Research Lab and be off on your Pokepark Kanto journey. Don't forget to stop by the Pokemon Daisuke shop too. So like you're gonna be able. Sound like you're gonna do the whole experience. Like you're gonna meet a professor. They're gonna say, "Hey, pick your starter or your partner Pokemon." That's how this is described now. But pick your partner and then go through your lab. So it's really cool. Spacious wilderness spanning over 1,600 feet in length. It features various terrains, including hilly paths, tall grass, tunnels, rocky trails, and more. Observe a wide variety of Pokemon from Kanto and other regions that they run, battle, and share berries. So, really cool. I'm excited about this. I mean, we're seeing these statues, but don't really know if it's just going to be statues, they're going to be animatronics, if it's going to be a mixture of things. Who knows, right? So it's pretty cool. So check this out. This is Pokepark-kanto.co, so co.jp, to learn more about this Pokepark and check out the Pokemon Center and the Pokemart here. So it's really cool. Oh, look at this. They got Pika Pika Paradise. Powered by over 30 electric type Pokemon. That's pretty. VV Voyage is an enchanting carousel. Embark on a fantastic globetrotting journey in a carriage pulled by Ponyta and Rapidash, or traveled by balloon with Eevee. So that sounds pretty cool.
I can't wait till like this actually opens up and we actually start seeing some videos of inside the park, because you know that there's gonna be some. I'll be excited to see like what it actually looks like in the adventure experience is like.
Yeah, and here's the gym. Stage shows are held every day at the Electric Type Gym. Have fun playing together with Pokemon friends in this one-of-a-kind experience for Pokemon trainers. So that is really cool. So you're going to see a lot of different Pokemon shows here, probably a lot of battles and things like that. So that'll be really cool. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff here from Pokemon this year. We got this Poke Park. We got Ascended Heroes, the biggest English release set ever in the TCG. So really cool all in all. Excited for the new year 2026, what's coming out next. And looking forward to being able to work in more set names for our intros on this podcast as well. So yeah, it's really awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you all for listening. Ashley, you have any final words as we shut down this episode?
Let us know what all you are excited for this coming up year. Blah, blah, blah. Sure, let us know what you guys are looking forward to. I was literally just thinking, like, we've done so well at not messing up at all, and then here I go, and I go mess up. But it's okay. It's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. You just keep going. Just like Pokemon. You lose a battle, you keep going.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I'm totally excited to see what's coming out there next. You let us know, as Ashley said, what you guys are excited about. If you guys have heard anything else that we haven't mentioned here yet, let us know. Give us those insights on that news that you found. Spill that tea, as they say, these youngins. But see, yeah. Give us all the info. Give us the info. We'll talk about it here. Definitely looking forward to that. So, of course, email us, tmtalkpodcast@gmail.com. You can also reach us on YouTube, Spotify, and Amazon Music. That's where our podcast is listed on. And then you can reach us on X at TM Talk Podcast as well. So you can give us those insights. So thank you once again for listening. I hope you start off your new year right by checking us out one more time, and looking forward to talking to you all next time.
See you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.